Hey, what's going on, guys? Eddie here on the Falibu channel, streaming to you from inside of some Orbus VR on my HTC Vive today. As you can see, I'm a level 5 and I look like a Runemage because I am. I decided to switch over from Warrior to Runemage as it's one of the most difficult classes to play right now that I can see, having only played for maybe 2 days. I had just started playing with the start of the early access. I wanted to join the game at the entry level along with all the other new users. So that's what this video is going to cover. Today I'm going to go do some Runemage spellcasting practice for beginners. Share some of the tips that I've come up with after about, I don't know, I'd say maybe 10-15 hours of just practicing spells and derping around in the world trying to survive, seeing what works, what doesn't, talking to other rune mages. We've actually been having like rune mage classes out in the random impromptu. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it before. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. I'll go ahead and talk to y'all some more while we try to get through this loading screen. Now, we might have a problem here because I am running on a slightly less than ideal spec computer. I'm on an i5-4590 with a GTX 1060 6GB and 16GB of RAM, so it's good enough to play the game, not quite good enough to stream it while playing. So I'm just kind of trying to make do with what I have. I apologize. I don't know why it always shows me my sensor up there. The controllers here. Oh, I got full battery. Nice. Alright, let's hope it doesn't hang too much. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's go to my house. Do some spells in there where it's safe. Oh, level 2. I don't want to be my level 2. I want to be my level. Level 19 wand. That's what I wanted. There we go. That's how you change classes. You change your weapon, boom, you're a whole new class. Same name, same character. It's like the job system, I guess, in some Final Fantasy games I've played before, where you switch jobs on the fly. It's great for this MMO. Wow, the shading looks cool. That's actually, I don't know, maybe it might be different, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my chatty. 1 second. Alright, so, welcome to my crib. Here is my cauldron. There is my cauldron box, my fishing stuff, my bank. So yeah, without any further ado, let me go ahead and whip out my spell book here. And let's talk about some of the first levels, the level 1 spells. Alright, so this is Fireball. A burning ball of intense fire, heart, hurled at one's foe can prove highly effective. So these are some of the ones you find right in the mage's cave, and it's not too hard, right? And you can see here, look, you can see it doesn't have to be perfect, but it can't be too roundish, but it can still be a little roundish. So yeah, that's my tip for casting level 1 Fireball. Just, you can go for good, but it doesn't have to be perfect, but the closer to perfect you get, the better. Right there, that's it, right there. So see, it doesn't have to be completely round. It can just be a simple H. Alright, Affliction, Darkness, and Pain. Okay, so the thing is that with this spell, originally I started out going like that, and that will work. But I find when you're in battle, if you want to cast it faster, you start from the bottom left. Bottom left, finish bottom right. Start at bottom left, finish bottom right. Okay. The Arcane Ray. This is another tricky one. Again, originally when I started out, some of you other new room mages, I started out like that. And it's so difficult. That was a little bad on my part, but Yeah, you know, I mean, it's doable, but it's difficult. So let me show you how I've been doing it. When I want to try to, and this is usually the spell, when I was a beginner, this was the spell that I was using a lot. And it looks cool. It doesn't do as much damage as you would think it would do. Well, it does good damage as a solo spell, but some other comboed spells will do more damage than this does. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But my tips for casting the Arcane Ray is to start again. Start at the bottom. Work your way out. Now, here's the trick. The trick is that this loop has to be far out. You can see it's much longer. This segment is much longer than this segment. So it's got to come up right here, form a number 9, and then pull way out here. And then you drop I call this the 91. Me and my friend Rich Lisp were calling it the 91 on the first day because it looks like a 91. So yeah, start at the bottom, way over. There you go. Okay, so my other trick or tip for casting Arcane Ray. So you start at the bottom, come up, go all the way over. So this line right here, there has to be a pretty good gap here. Otherwise, it just won't register. You know, and I can cast this one pretty consistently. It's hard to cast in battle because it's so intricate, and sometimes the monsters will move inside of my little casting box. But yeah, that's how you do that. And the thing is the more you do it, the more you'll get comfortable with it. Another tip while I'm on this spell is that they have to make sense in 3D. So yeah, in your eye, from this perspective, oh yeah, it looks like it's dead on, flat, right? Perfect, right? But no, you can see coming over here. Well, actually, no, I did draw this one pretty close to perfect. But sometimes you'll see, yeah, that's what, actually, you can see I got it perfect. That extra little flash right there at the beginning, that's to signify that it was perfect, I think that was it. But a lot of the times you don't understand, especially if you've not done much tilt brush or other VR creative content, you might not understand that you're trying to draw a 2-dimensional image in 3-dimensional space. So sometimes what happens is that looks good in 2 dimensions, but then when you look at it in 3rd dimension view, you can see it's not even close. So yeah, you got to kind of, I work from the elbow, but your elbow and your shoulder have to move in coordination. You kind of want to be able to do this motion without changing the plane of axis on the controller. You can see how my controller is staying straight, but my arm is still swiveling in kind of a circle motion, rotating. Yeah, okay, so that's enough time with Arcane Ray. You can see like I pretty much got the hang of it, and those are my tips and tricks. And if I think of any more that I forgot right now on that spell in particular, because in my opinion, that's the hardest spell to cast, especially fast. Like if you're trying to do it in a fight, it's just so rough. There's many other spells that are easier to cast that do more damage or comparable damage with how fast you can. The Frostbolt is one of them. Like Frostbolt, I don't even try Frostbolt. You would think, well, I mean, I got it there. It's tough. It is the M. You can see how I'm doing it here and which ways don't work. The M has gotten a little bit easier since day one. They actually did just patch some updates to make the level 1 spells a little more forgiving to cast. And you can see that here. Like this M was just super difficult to cast. And it's a little more forgiving now. I like that a lot. Oh yeah, that one shouldn't have been cast. It was 2 round. There we go. Although I'm showing you how to cast it in case you want to learn, but there are other spells that I can show you right now there's some other spells right now I'm going to show you that aren't in my book yet, but I've just learned them from other players, a little bit from the wiki, not too much. Hey, how's it going, Big Juice? How you doing, man? Alright, so here's some fun spells that I like. Now this is just going to be Falibu's tips and tricks that I picked up along the way for Runemages, Spellcasting, and Orbus VR. Okay, so this is Cantrip. And what Cantrip does is a light. It's just a light. Oh, I'm having some trouble here. There we go. And you can shoot it somewhere and it'll stick and it'll stay there for a few seconds. Well, it should have stuck there, but it didn't. Let me try to shoot it on the floor. yeah, no, it goes through the floor too. I guess it's going to pass through everything. All right, let's see. Another one. I'm not really great at doing this one. I'm still practicing this one, but I just learned it yesterday. This is firework. Okay, so here's what I've learned so far. It's got to be up, down, and so this angle has to be not too sharp. Okay, now wherever this line is at, go to the middle of it and draw your line across and then form a T. So it didn't work perfect there, my 2D alignment. I don't think this is going to be wide enough either. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one. It's tough. I was getting it a lot yesterday. Oh, man. Yeah, practice, practice, practice. Hopefully I'm not remembering it wrong. Oh, well, moving on. Okay, affliction number 2. This is actually a little more forgiving than affliction number 1. It's the same chevron deal here, but you're going to turn it into an envelope with a circle in the top. All right, so let's try it again. That's going to be off. Yeah, all right, chevron, envelope, circle. Nope. Chevron, envelope, circle. Oh, these are so difficult. Okay. Dang, I thought that one was perfect. It's got to be my 2-dimension game is off. And you draw it flatter, flatter. All right, let's try again. I was drawing it sloppy yesterday, so I don't know. It seemed more forgiving yesterday. Maybe something changed. Maybe my muscle memory is just not where it needs to be. But there you go. That's it. Let's try it again. Nope. But see, this is why practice is so important in this game. And the thing is that you're not even practicing to do it right. After you get it like 5 or 6 times or 10 times in a row, what you're trying to do. This game looks super cool. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back, Blue Green. Yeah, Big Juice, dude. This game is super cool, man. Seriously, Big Juice. I mean, I don't like to consider myself a professional gamer. Oh, we crashed here. I'm gonna load back in, but I'm gonna talk to you about it while we load back in. You know, but I do have lots of experience in games dating back. I mean, it's longer than I care to admit, but there we go. We'll jump back in. We should be in my house. But I've never had to practice in a game like I do in this, you know, and the other classes are much different. So I figured I would put together this little video on some of the things that I've picked up along the way from the mind of a beginner while it's still fresh because I'm only level 5. And sorry for that crash, by the way. This is early access, so please expect some bugs. This does not reflect the final state of the game. And I'm streaming under just the proper spec to be playing the game. So I'm putting some extra access on there. But yeah, I've actually been jumping into this game and practicing for like an hour or 2 at a time. Sometimes, you know, just here and there. And I've been talking to other people who have been playing. And we've been giving each other tips and tricks and learning as a community in the game. And like, I've never played. I played a wizard in EverQuest back in '99. As soon as they added ultimate abilities, I was dropping mana burns on dragons, 5-man teaming dragons. You know, in World of Warcraft, I played a mage for a long time as well, and I never had to sit and practice my spell work like this. And it almost feels like being a tilt brush wizard. See, that's affliction 2. All right, let's see if I can get. I want to get the fireworks. Nope, it's not gonna happen today. I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see. Nope. I swear this is supposed to be the firework. There we go. Fireworks. Nice. Hey, welcome, Legs. Let's see if I can get it to stick to anything though. Oh, there we go. Fireworks. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can remember another spell. All right, I think this is teleport. We're gonna have some unruly magic here. Let's see what. Let's find out what this does together. I know I was practicing it. I just don't remember exactly what it does. Oh no! You know what? Before that, here's another useful spell that's worth practicing and how I do it. Line X. Ah, dang it. Line X. The two-dimensional is just brutal. There we go. So yeah, this is polymorph. If you shoot this green ball at an enemy, it'll turn them into a sheep or a chicken, and they'll regenerate life just like a mage does in World of Warcraft. But it'll give you some time to get away, so it's a little bit difficult to cast. So I would definitely, this is one of those spells I would strongly recommend practicing. Practice, because you're gonna need it, and the thing is when you do need it, you're probably gonna need it fast. Or you might use this to pull. Like if I'm in a dungeon group with some other people and there's a pack of like 4 dudes, I might use this to sheep one, and then we'll get the other 3, and that's how we'll do pulling. I unfortunately got to go right now, but I'm probably going to buy this game. Your enthusiasm for it sold it for me. Hope to see you in game. Hey, Big Juice, man, I appreciate that, dude. I'm always looking for other enthusiastic players in the world as well. I love to love. You know what I mean? Like, when I see something that excites me that I've been waiting for, I'm not afraid to show excited I am. I'm the guy that's willing to nerd out about it. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. You take care. See you soon. All right, so moving along. Here's another spell. Okay, I saved these for the last. See ya, Big Juice. Take it easy, lags. So these are the spells I saved for last because you're probably going to use them the most. Okay, so you saw the level 1 fireball is, that little H, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to practice. This is easy. I'm going to show you right now how easy it can be. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Some wizard taught me this. This is level 2 fireball. I don't quite know how to do level 3 fireball yet because I'm trying to learn all my spells organically. I don't really want to spoiler myself on the internet. I'm trying to learn it from other wizards in the game, even if they got it, whatever, from other means. I got it from them, and I can feel good about that. So I'm not opposed to using wikis and stuff. It's definitely fun. I'm trying to have as much legit, original fun as I can to my first playthrough. All right, so that was level 2 fireball. Here is level 2 frost. Oh, and it was perfect. Okay, and here is ice lance. Oh. There we go, perfect ice lance. Okay, so the reason I showed you these 3 right now is because these are the 3 spells you're probably going to be using the most. Hey, welcome back, Toxic Burrito. How you doing, man? Doing some more mage spell practice. I think this one's going to make it to YouTube. All right, so these are the 3 spells that I think you're going to use the most as a mage. And me being level 5, these are the spells that I've used to get here. And let me tell you, you're going to need to do, if you're watching this right now because you're playing a Runemage or you want to play a Runemage and you're looking for advice just like I was looking for advice at level 1, here it is. You're not going to get around it. Spend at least a little while practicing the spells before you go out. Right now, in the current state of the game, mages don't have an auto attack. So if you're not casting spells, guess what? You're not doing damage. So practice those spells. And these are going to be the 3 I'm going to recommend that you practice the most. So here's again, this is what it's supposed to look like. The Nordic fireball, or the Nordic bee for level 2 fireball. But let's see how quick you can get away with doing it. Yeah, that still works. That still works. That doesn't work. That works, even though my line going down was... Okay, now here's another interesting thing. Boom. You can do it small. If you can do it faster, smaller, do it faster, smaller. If you want to do big old bees, well, do big old bees. There you go. Okay, now these 2 spells that I'm going to talk about right now, this is going to be level 2 Frostbolt. Alright, that's level 2 Frostbolt, but you can get away with doing a P. I don't know, somebody told me about it, so I was like, you know what, if you're ever in a pinch, that's a tip you should know about. You can get away with doing a P. this is what it's supposed to look like. So if you're having trouble, you see I got a perfect right there. If you're having trouble doing it, or if you really want to max out your damage, I would recommend not doing the P. Sure, you can use the P, get comfortable if you need it in a pinch, if you just need that damage to finish off a guy. But I mean, if I'm not the wizard in the group, if I'm not the wizard in the group, if I'm playing a warrior and I see another rune mage in my group, and he's not at least trying to do the F for the perfect cast, because the perfect cast does extra damage. Like, I'm gonna think twice about, see, right there, perfect. I'm gonna think twice about whether or not I want to invite him back, or if I'll just play the Rune Mage myself next time. Because I'm willing to put, man, you know what I mean? Because the thing is look, let me try to cast this spell a bunch of times in a row. Perfect. Perfect. Not perfect. Perfect. Just right there, that was 3 perfects out of 5. You know, if you're just doing the P, you'll never get the perfect. So I just did extra damage on 3 out of my 5 casts right there that a derp mage who's just doing the P, he won't be able to do it. So again, like I said, there's some great scenarios for where you want to do the P. Like if you're in the middle of combat, you can't even look, you just need to kind of off, you just look and boom like that, you know, you just want to get something out. You know, even then it's not very accurate. You gotta do the F. You know, but if you have the time, go for the F. Okay, so the next spell in conjunction with that, these I'm talking about together because these are going to be a combo. This is the symbol for your Ice Lance. Right? So if you do the F first, I walk around. This is how I walk around. And I'm going to go show you this here in a second. I'll walk around with a level 2 Ice Frostbolt loaded. This is level 2 Frostbolt. And I'm walking, and oh, I see a monster. Okay, well, I hit him with my Ice Bolt, and now he's aggroed on me. He's running towards me, but he's slowed down. He's running slower because of the frost. Now, while he's running at me slow, I draw out an Ice Lance. And I hit him with the Ice Lance. And I swear, I don't know what it is at level 5, but at level 4, like the Frostbolt, the level 2 Frostbolt was doing like, I don't know, I want to say like 50 damage, and then when you comboed the Ice Lance with it, it was doing another 130 on top of that 150, so that's almost 200. I was literally two-shotting monsters with this combo right here. This is the combo. This is what you want to do. Practice this. If nothing else, if you just want to grind through the first Rune Mages without learning how to be a complete Rune Mage like me, it's okay. Hey, be a Frost Mage. Be a Frost Rune Mage. Because the thing is the way the magic works in this game, what it's going to come down to is not... Okay, anybody who's ever played like World of Warcraft style raids, you know that, okay, you're going to take maybe 3 wizards, 1 fire, 1 arcane, 1 frost, and it'll be for different parts of different scenarios, and that's it, you know what I mean? But right now, you pick them just based on their spec, not how good they are, not whatever, just what are they potentially capable of. Well, in this game, what it's going to come down to is what is each individual Rune Mage's skill physically in the real world. How does he communicate with his in-game avatar to produce these spells? Somebody is going to be really good at casting that spell, but then there's going to be other guys like me who are pretty good at casting this one, not right now, but pretty consistently. And this is a really hard spell to cast. That uppercase H, I call it the 91. But yeah, I can actually cast this spell pretty consistently. So you're gonna come across guys who just cannot cast it, and then you're gonna come across guys who cast it really often. And maybe you might need this for something. And so but then again, there's gonna be others who they're like, oh hey, we need fire. They're like, oh, you need fire, bro? I got your fire. Hey, we need ice. Oh, you need ice, bro? I got your ice. Oh, you need lights? I know that spell, bro. I got your lights. You know? And so that's what being a Rune Mage in this game is going to look like. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this little segment. I think those are... You know what? No. There's one more. I'm going to double check. These are the rituals. This is a little bit of bonus footage. The thing is that these spells are super hard to cast. It's basically 3 spells tied up into one ritual. I'm going to go ahead and double check just so I don't do the wrong ones, because I don't want to end up somewhere else. Yeah, unruly magic. Okay, so this is the first one I've been casting. I'm making sure that I don't go somewhere I'm not trying to go. All right, double check. All right, so if I go anywhere, it'll be to the starting area, which is just outside of my house. All right, so it's 1 line across, 1 line down, right here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I missed it. Okay, let's go. 1 line there. These are super difficult. Okay, that was to start off the ritual. That tells it where I want to go, or that it's a portal. And that tells it where I want to go. It should have all banged up, but it didn't. Let's try it again. Or maybe it's because I don't have the regent. This actually requires a regent to cast. So you need supplies in your bag to be able to do it. Yeah, okay, and I'm telling you this in a beginner video. This is it. I'm telling you this in a beginner video because as a rune mage, this is what you're going to be expected to do. You're expected to resurrect. Yeah, there it is. You're expected to resurrect and make portals. So that's your portal spell. You're going to want to learn how to do this. Like, seriously, this is not a beginner spell. But you are going to want to know how to do this sooner than later. So I would advise practicing. Groups will love you for knowing how to do this. I would advise you practice this and get it down until you can say, hey, I can teleport now. Like, you don't want to be there, oh, hey, I can teleport, and then 20 minutes while you're trying to freaking cast the spell. That's not fun. Boom, there we go, twice. Let's try it again. I'm showing you, this is what I do. This is Falibu's regiment. Practice, 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 practice. And this is what you need to do in order to get it right. Like, you're not just going to show up and be like, oh, hey, I freaking saw the teleport spell today, and now I know how to teleport. No, that's not going to happen. All right, so let's try one more spell that only because you should know it. Or you should at least know about it. Okay, this is going to be the resurrection spell. I had to double check just to make sure, because I think the gold before, that was actually resurrection. I don't know why it was getting counted as that. Okay, resurrection. Now it's this, and I'm still learning how I want to do it. Okay, now it's affliction with 2 circles. There we go. Boom. That's it. That's what you want to do. Glad that one didn't take me so long. Let's try it again. So it's that? No. It's got to be flatter. It's got to be more 2-dimensional. 2 dimensions. There we go. Okay, and now it's yeah, that's the path. I think, yep, that's the path. Okay, now. Yes! There you go. That's resurrection. You're going to want to know that because it brings everybody around you who's dead, it brings them back to life. The only thing is you can't do it in combat. And, I mean, I'm sure there's some other restrictions, but that's for another topic. This is just how to cast these spells and to know what they are and what you're expected to do. So there's that. That. And then affliction with 2 circles. There we go. 3 times in a row. Do you know level 3 Frostbolt? If you need it, I'll tell you. No, not in this video. I think really I'm just covering, these are the things I think that people are going to need to know for like real world practical combat. Practice the Frostbolt. Oh, what? The level 2 Frostbolt is usually easier. Yeah, practice the level 2 Frostbolt and the Ice Lance. These 2 things together, that's what's going to get you from level 1 to level 5 really fast. Level 1, level 5 really fast because you're going to be 2-shotting guys. It's easy though. Cool, I'll have a look at it here in a second. Or yeah, go ahead and drop it right here. Let me see if I can do it. Drop it right here. Let me see if I can pull it off. Okay, let's see. While I'm waiting on that, let me see. I think there's one more spell. I'm double checking my list. I think there's one more spell that I wanted to talk about anyways. You know what? There is. I'm glad I looked. Actually, there's 2 more spells I want to talk about, because this is another easy one. This is another easy one. This is the shield. Mana shield. So this is what it's supposed to look like, okay? Right? But you can get away with doing a circle in the middle. Boom. Oh, and it actually showed up as perfect. Sweet. So you can actually get perfect. Yep, that's actually perfect. 3 perfects in a row by doing a circle. So don't bother doing the rhombus there. Yeah, I'm not even getting a perfect doing the rhombus, but I'm getting perfects doing the circle. So there you go. There's that one. Okay, the 3. This one's a little difficult. I don't get it all the time. Let me double check that I'm even doing it right. If somebody told me about it. Yeah, no, that's it. Okay. There we go. And this one, when you hit somebody with it, it'll push them back. And I think it does like a little bit of damage, but it's mostly focused on the pushback. Yeah, so that one I don't do a lot. I probably need to practice that one more myself. Really, the one that I'm practicing on right now, the most that I think is the most useful that I need to practice is my polymorph. That. See, I need more practice. Yeah, I'm actually gonna leave this in the video because I want to show you, like, this is what it looks like. When you're starting out, don't expect to get these spells really fast. Like, I mean, now I can whip out a level 2 fireball really quick. I can whip all these spells out really fast. But, you know, don't expect to be able to do this right away. I don't know why I can't get this one now. I'm usually really good at it. Lies. Obviously not. Oh well. But yeah, you know, this is why you want to practice these spells, so you can see not only what does it take and how to build your muscle memory, but you also want to see how fast or what does the game let you get away with. Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, don't expect Falibu to polymorph anything. I mean, I'll resurrect you after you're dead, but I will not polymorph something to save you. Not on my life. Alright, let's check it out. It's easy to do, but hard to explain. Fair enough, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out later, and I plan to do some more gameplay footage, because, man, I have been wrecking with this guy. Like, I'm level 5 right now. There's only 20 levels in the game. I'm a quarter way through my level progression. Oh, I cannot do this for the life of me. Okay, how I did it before was like this. Boom, boom, and then draw that line there. There we go. Okay, well, I mean, that's exactly how I did it before, so maybe there's a tip in there somewhere that I just haven't discovered yet, but that seemed to work. Let me try that again. That's actually really bad, but it worked. So there you go. Okay, we're gonna do line down there, then do your cross, and then connect these. 3 times in a row. That was perfect. Found another Falibu Runemage tip live on stream. There you go. That's what it's all about. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Have you found the spiky bee pillar? It's above it. The spiky bee pillar, I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this on a high note. You know what I mean? I got a little bit better on learning that spell, the polymorph spell. Yeah. And that's how I've been building these tips. When I have more, I'm going to bring them back to you. If you liked this, if you found it entertaining, informational, definitely hit me with a like, share, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments. I make this stuff for me to review my own footage, but it definitely means a lot whenever it helps somebody else out too. So until then, this has been Eddie on the Falibu channel, streaming to you from inside of Orbus VR. Take it easy, guys.